Alright, good morning, Year 9s. So, I'm just going to show you a little bit about what we're talking about when we're talking about solving quadratic equations. Okay? Solving quadratic equations, alright? So, you're familiar with quadratics. Quadratics make graphs that look like that, right? So, if I had y-axis, x-axis, right, here's my y, here's my x, we're making a graph. Okay, your quadratic is going to look something like that, right? All quadratic means is, like, let's take an example, y equals x squared. That's a quadratic equation. That's a quadratic graph. Okay, and it looks like this. It makes this, we call this a parabola, this shape. Okay, when we're talking about solving quadratic equations, that means you'll have some quadratic expression, and usually you'll see it equal, you'll have something that looks like x squared equals 0. Okay, or you'll have something that looks like x squared plus 2x minus 1 equals 0. And then you need to solve this. Okay, what this means when we're solving these quadratic equations graphically, all that means is we're going to look at the graph of something. We're going to look at the graph of a quadratic, and we're just going to look at, so in this case, if we have, let's say we have x squared equals 0. Let's say we have this one. So here we have the graph of x squared, and we're just looking where it's equal to 0. So when we're looking at where it's equal to 0, if we would have a scale on here. Okay, and right here, this is 0, right? So we're looking, where is this graph, x squared, where is it equal to 0? And when we're looking at this number here, this 0, we're looking for it on the y-axis, okay? Right, so it's equal to 0 right here. It's equal to 0 at x equals 0. So x squared is equal to 0 right here when x is equal to 0. Okay, so that's what it means graphically. We're just looking where it touches 0. If we had, let's look at a different example though. Whoops. If we had, what if we had x squared equals 1? Well, then we would have a line at 1, and then we would look, where does this graph x squared, where does it intersect 1? Well, it intersects there and there. Okay, so when we're solving these equations graphically, we're just looking where whatever number is here, where it intersects this parabola. Okay?